Watch how much better your car's gonna ride.
Look at this bum. Alright, today we're going to be changing the lower control arms.
Passenger side?
Yeah, passenger and driver side, but I'm going to show you on the passenger side. For the Infiniti G35 coupe with Brembos.
6-speed.
Basically, you got to take this out. This out. This holding on the Swaybar end links, top and bottom. This little bolt that's holding on the strut and spring assembly, and lower ball joint, if I can get you right there, right there. Yep. What you should do in the beginning is just spray everything down with like liquid wrench, PB blaster, whatever you guys use, and just let it sit, because these parts will not come out. I don't know if this is OEM. I think it's OEM, so it's never been changed. Only reason why I'm changing it, you know, when you drive and you hit the brake or when you hit a bump, this lower control arm sways back and forth. And pretend if you buy brand new tires, you'll notice it wearing on the inside quite a bit. It's called cupping, and that could be the problem. Having bad dampers can cause that problem too, but the dampers are fine. So I'm guessing it's just a lower control arm. And then after you're done, I suggest you get an alignment to the tools you would need, especially worst case scenario, screwdriver, 19mm wrenches, 17mm wrenches. Well, I only have one. An extension, 1/2 inch drive, 3/8 inch drive, just because I don't have another 17mm socket. 1/2 inch drive, side cutters, needle nose pliers, your impact, and a grinder with a cutoff wheel at the end, just in case the Swaybar end links don't come off. The other side, it didn't want to come off, so I had to cut the thing off. If it's the same on this side, I will show you how to get it off. But it's up to the take off the tires. This is 21, 19mm impact, 19mm short socket, 17mm, 1/2 inch dry swivel, and that's about it. I use liquid wrench. I'm not advertising the product, it's what I just had laying around. Oh yeah, and hammer, just in case nothing comes off the way you want it.
Alright, here's what to do.
Let's see if we take out the cotter pin off the lower ball joint. And if it doesn't come out, I'm gonna have to cut the cotter pin. I don't know if you can get a good angle on it. I can't see. There we go.
Coming up.
Now I'm just straightening out the cotter pin. We're gonna have to disable some audio on this thing. I don't think people want to hear us talk.
Yeah, they do.
They just want to see it done. What the hell? Who the hell did this last time? They like bent the crap out of this.
Stealership.
I don't think it's gonna budge. I really don't think it's gonna budge.
Living in the Northeast with snow and salt.
Alright, since this won't come out, take your side cutters. You're just gonna have to cut this out. Take impact, run it off, run it back on, run it off, run it back on. Keep doing it over and over again until it comes off all the way. And then just take the nut and just literally just let it sit on 2 threads. So then we could just smack this with a hammer, smack it like right here, and it'll just drop. It'll come loose. Then we're just gonna go in order. Alright. Let's cut this off. I need some freaking light. Oh, so I can fit over that. Just gotta cut this stupid thing off. Come on. This bolt is actually a 19 millimeter. Put it on the extension. Doesn't matter what tools you freaking use. They could be cheap, they could be expensive. 19 millimeter fits right on top. Cordless impact works, but if you have air one, you can use that too. I had an air one earlier, just waiting for the. What the hell? Didn't even stay on. Let's try that one more time. Come on. Stupid thing. I don't think it's on there. Is it on there?
Yeah, it's on there.
What the hell is this? Alright, since it didn't want to come out, what we had to do is take a jack, lift up the lower control arm a bit to put tension on the lower ball joint. Make sure you cut away as much as the cotter pin as possible if it doesn't want to come out. And just take an impact, hammer it until it starts to come out, and then if it still spins, just jack up the car, just jack it up a little bit more, and get some more tension underneath it, and just... How much is left?
Not much. You gotta tighten it back down and do it again.
Tighten it back down.
Because it's rusted up there.
And just reverse it and just keep doing the same thing. Tighten it back down. Loosen it, tighten it back down. See, it's slowly coming out.
Alright, as you can see, it's almost there by doing the tightening and loosening, cutting away at the rust and all that other crap that's built up.
And you just got to keep doing it until it comes off.
Alright, hit it, man.
Okay. Give it a little bit more tension.
Try and do this one armed.
Alright. There we go.
There it goes.
Oh, and it broke loose. Awesome.
That's because we got the tension with this thing on with the jack.
Alright.
Alright, let me drop the jack.
Yep, drop it. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that worked. Yep. Ah, that's hot.
Yeah, you can use that trick on a lot of cars for the ball joints.
That is hot. Okay, next.
That one.
Yep,
This
17 millimeter. No, we're gonna do this one first. I mean, this one first. 17 millimeter.
Work our way in.
Yep. Impact. Make sure you have a wrench on the other side so it doesn't spin. And just buzz it off. That's basically it. Helps if you have somebody, but you don't really need someone. But all help is appreciated. And this one is like the easiest one to come off, so. That's it. I'll just let this stay on a little bit just so I don't lose any bolts. Next, this thing. This thing is going to be under tension. The lower control arms, Swaybar bushing bolts, whatever you want to call them. The whole thing is going to be under tension from the Swaybar. So it's literally going to wedge itself into the lower control arm. This will not come out easy. There's a spot where you can put a wrench right here. Basically, after you get this part off, you're going to have to unscrew it.
Yeah, you're going to have to show them when we get some of it loosened up.
And then this top part is going to be the hardest part. Because, here, let me see the camera. This, hold on. this little piece right here is supposed to hook onto the lower control arm. When you tighten it, it hooks onto this top part, but as you loosen it, it'll spin around and hook onto the bottom part. It usually bends once it gets to the bottom part, and that's where you can't get the lower swaybar, swaybar end link off, and that's where you got to cut it. But we'll see if it comes out. If not, we're gonna have to cut it anyway. So make sure you have a replacement part for that. All right. Oh boy. See, the inside is a 19. A stupid little 19 millimeter. I don't even know why they did this. Stupid 19 millimeter, and then this is a 17. Comes right out just like that. Do not beat the end of it with a hammer. Put the bolt on there first. That's kind of hot. Put the bolt on there, well, nut on there first, and hit the thing when the nut's on to see if it wants to come out.
Which for the top?
9 times out of 10. Doesn't ever budge. So you're just gonna have to unscrew it like this. You literally just take this, the 19 millimeter, it's on in here. Let's see, and unscrew it. And it takes forever. It takes about 15 minutes to get this stupid thing out like that, but it's the only way. So we're gonna do that later.
I take the wrench out and
Right there. That thing right there. See, put my wrench all up in there. Spin it righty tighty, lefty loosey.
or towards the driver's side to loosen.
Spin it towards the driver's side. You're just gonna have to keep flipping your wrench, and it takes forever. See, it's slowly coming out. All right, yeah, we're not gonna film this part. This is gonna take way too long. So,
all right, we came up with another idea.
Yep. Screw the 19. If you could spin it like this, or break it loose with the 19.
It's an Allen key that fits in there.
5.5 millimeters. Just spin it. I mean, it's
a little tough.
A little tough, but it's coming out. But if you have one of those like little socket ones, that'll probably be 1,000 times easier than this. 1,000 times. This thing sucks. Holy crap. You got like a little thing to fit on the end of it? Make it easier?
No.
It's so hard to burn. It reached that point where it's stripped. Well, and that's why you had this thing. Can't win them all. All right. See, after twisting that a few times and getting it down to like the last few threads, I just smacked this part with a hammer and it came right out. All right, now it's tackling the top part. It's breaking that loose. Oh, is that loosening?
Not spinning.
Yep, see? Look, this is exactly what happens. Yep. Once that happens, you gotta cut it off. So now we're gonna teach you how to cut it off. Now, the top part, since it keeps spinning because of the metal retainer clip, is bent. I'm trying to loosen the whole thing. So what happens when it rusts? This piece has to get cut out. You literally just take a grinder, try to get it all up in there, and just try to cut as close as possible, and just keep shaving it down until you see the diameter of the bolt. And then once you get down to that point, you just literally just take a hammer and a screwdriver and knock it right out. It literally just falls right out. The top part, since it keeps spinning because of the metal retainer clip, is bent. I'm trying to loosen the whole thing. So what happens when it rusts? This piece has to get cut out. You literally just take a grinder, try to get it all up in there, and just try to cut as close as possible, and just keep shaving it down until you see the diameter of the bolt. And then once you get down to that point, you just literally just take a hammer and a screwdriver and knock it right out. It literally just falls right out. And then that's it. Then loosening this thing is a cinch. Screwdriver on one end, wrench on one end, impact on the other. They're both 19 millimeter.
Right. Yeah. So he's got the bottom out. Looks like, yeah. He's got his safety on.
Eye protection.
He's about to grind this thing out. Cut it off, whatever.
Alright. Put it right up in there. Just
It's like the 4th of July, man.
Yep. I just don't want to cut this stupid wire. I need 2 hands on this stupid thing.
I'm gonna zip tie it out the way.
Yep. Grab a zip tie.
Yeah,
Get this stupid thing out the way. There we go.
Zip tying the cable.
I think the zip tie's too small.
No, it ain't.
What the hell is this?
Let me go grab another one.
Wait, yep, it's too small. Well, thank you, sir. Alright, where'd the other one go? Ah, there we go. Just slap these two together. Just like so. Just don't wanna get that out of the way. Alright, game on. See, on the other side, it was 1,000 times freaking easier, man. Because the disc was bigger. Now the disc is all shaved down.
I don't know if you can hit it from that side.
Watch. Nope, there's brake lines in the way. Yeah, brake lines in the way. Yeah, brake lines in the way. Damn it. Ah, that's hot. That is pretty hot. Let's make sure I'm not rubbing against that. We're gonna just take out this lower control arm after that's been cut away, just so we can get more better access to this thing. We just cut it flush and it literally just falls off. So all it's left to do is just take this thing out, hammer on this thing a little bit, and it just falls out. That's it. All right, so 19 millimeter on one side. Yep, this side. The impact on this side. Let's see it. What is this? 17, 19. Yes, sir.
Let me hit it.
I got it. I got it. Fuck it. Come on. Dude, you can feel the heat from the grinding. Might need a swivel. That stupid little thing in the way.
Yeah, you got it. There, it's out the way.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's spinning. Oh, look at that. And that thing's clean. It just drops. Alright, let me see that bolt. Yeah, make sure you put all the stupid bolts and nuts together so you don't lose them or forget what goes on what. And there she blows. Look at that. This thing is in bad shape. I'm not supposed to be able to do this. That is not supposed to happen. Look at that. It's not supposed to happen. For people that are trying to replace bushings, you literally just burn this thing out and just find a way to just knock this thing out. Usually you just take like a Sawzall or something, or hacksaw, and just cut it through the thing. It's literally like just catch an edge and just knock it in till it's smaller and blow it out.
New blade.
Whoa! What's so uncentered?
Safety hazard.
No, I don't have the tool for this. There we go. Alright, I'll be okay. God damn, that's hot!
I just went through my shirt. You get it? Nope, just gonna cut one more disc off.
Just gonna cut. See, it's already down right here. Just gotta cut this little bit off right here.
And hammer it.
Yep. Well, shoot at my Swaybar.
Just a little bit.
There we go. See it right more than just a little bit. Look at that. Gotta place that anyway.
Looks good. Looks new to me.
Yep. I think I'll buff out. Alrighty.
What now?
I need the new pot.
Here's this thing.
Further over. Alright. Dude, my Swaybar is definitely snapping, dude.
Just drift it. You'll be fine.
Alrighty. It goes like this. But what you want to do is put this end on first by turning it away. Yeah, you turn it away like that. Fit that on there. Hold on, let me put the nut on here first. Here we go. Right here. At first, put this stupid thing on with that.
For the ball joint.
The ball joint, since this is the passenger side, you're going to want to put on the stabilizer like before, otherwise you won't be able to get it on. And you put the hardware in, just to hold it in place. It's cheap Chinese garbage. This should keep my car on the road for a while before I buy better parts.
Or a new car.
Yeah, if I don't wreck this thing. Alrighty. Then put this sucker up. And where the hell did I put that? No, that's not it. That's that one.
What you looking for?
The longer one. Here it is. Gotta try to get the bolt in on this side.
There you go. Is that it right there?
Yep. Put this on here. Just so it's on there. Alright, let's giganto bolt. Goddamn. Push in with the shoulder, lift with the hand.
There you go.
And just put the nut on the other side. Yep, everything's basically together.
Just need to jack this part up and get the link in.
Yep. Man, I got strength. Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Alright. Let me go get the jack.
Alright, what you want to do to get the lower part of the lower control, what is it, stabilizer thingy? You gotta jack it up a little bit.
Right there.
And then with your hand, position it. Keep going.
Go more?
Yep. Alright, stop. There, you're gonna have to hold the camera because I can't do it with. Gotta finagle it. Yep, a little bit more. Pull down on the thing. Alright, another one. Keep going. A little bit more. There we go. It's going in there. Just a little bit more. There we. Alright, that's it. Put the rest of the hardware on if I can find it. There we are. It's cheap freaking bolts. Extra cheap bolts. This thing's gonna rust immediately, I guarantee it. And there you have it. Everything's together. You just need to tighten everything down. Whatever torque specs you want to follow. And then put the tire back on, that's all.
Test drive.
Yep, and then you test drive and hopefully you don't die.
And don't forget the counter pin.
Yep. Always replace the cotter pin. You might need to drill out the cotter pin that's already in there, or find a way to push the rest of it out and replace it with a new one. And that's all. That is how you replace a lower control arm and stabilizer sway bar links on the G35 coupe. Thanks for watching.